They do it for longer than 20 minutes. And it's in the lotus position, so, you know, stretch.
Actually, going back to the silence topic,
Yeah.
that was one of the main features of Quaker services, wasn't
Absolutely.
it?
Absolutely.
And
I mean, has
the
anybody
Unitarian-
besides me ever been to a Quaker service? All right. Go on.
And the Unitarian Church seems to me to be fairly closely related to the Quaker style of thinking as well.
It's Quakerism with a minister, is the way I understand it. At least it can be. I mean, not every congregation has discussion. Not every congregation. I like the gaps between, okay, now we have a hymn, now we have a reading, now we have a lesson, now we have prayer, now we have a this, now we have a that, now we have some meditation. I quite like the just sitting quietly in a room with other like-minded people. It's a very powerful thing. And not all Unitarian services do that, but I think we have room for it here. Like this place gives us a unique opportunity to have a little more of that in the services. This is a special kind of quiet you get out here that you can't get on Osmond Terrace.
That need for the ritual, Rob, you were just referring to, would that be the sort of Catholic upbringing? Because I have this strong need for, like everyone's doing it together, but you are having breaks, or you're singing a hymn, or oh, okay, now we're going to be quiet, and now we'll listen to the sermon. And
there's some sort of program of events, but also too you cross it. In ritual space, you have to cross a threshold.
I imagine, I've not been to a Quaker service, but from what I've seen and heard, you sit there waiting, you know, it's
for the
just
spirit to
quiet,
move you.
for the spirit to move you. And that almost Pentecostal thing, I find really, really difficult.
You mean the waiting or the?
Yeah, definitely
the waiting. We're very busy. I mean, I don't think it's a Catholic thing. I think it's a human thing. Everybody has rituals, whether they're brought up Catholic or not. You know, the way we go about our day, our morning routines, the way we like. We're not all obsessive compulsive, but we just we'll seek a certain order, in doing things.
Oh, in general life, that's not me, but I'm talking about when we're sitting here together.
Yeah, I mean, there needs to be, I think, a sense that this is not, we're not just sitting around a cafe table. That the physical context of this space makes that impossible. But what it does make possible is quiet. It makes communion possible. It makes going into yourself. It makes the journey into self possible because there isn't much to distract it. And distraction, I think, is if I could change anything about myself, it would be to become less distracted.
Perhaps that's the answer, that meditation is all about not moving into yourself so much, but moving towards a selfless state, a total lack of consciousness.
Depends on how you consider self. I think we're talking about ego there, and ego attachment to this is how I think this should be. This is my judgment about the baby's noise. This is my judgment about sitting on this hard. Where do these come from? They come from our.
I found that a wonderfully affirming and positive lead-in to developing another state. There's nothing more self-affirming and optimistic as a young baby.
Absolutely.
And instead of struggling against that as a distraction, you use that as a vehicle for going on to another stage.
I was getting one of the thoughts I had was I was getting all plucky. Sound babies in the house. Mine are too big to cuddle.
I generally find that meditation, when I do actually reach a state of mindlessness, I find I've slept. The two are commensurate.
Well, as my teacher would say, maybe you need to get more sleep and then get more out of your meditations. But I remember doing this. We had a very I'll end with this very groovy high school that I went to in the 70s where they taught meditation and yoga as part of the Catholic religious program. And inevitably we'd go in there and we do some deep breathing, we lie on the floor and we start to meditate and fall asleep. Why? Well, looking back on it, it's where we worked. You know? We had part-time jobs, of course. We had frenetic school day, sports in the afternoon, clubs. And, you know, all Professor Hulefeld did was give us a space to kind of crash in. But yeah, if you're caught up on your sleep, you find that meditation can be very energizing and, you know, mentally ordering, if nothing else. And there's lots of ways to do it, okay? There are visual meditations you do by looking at something. There are breathing meditations that's in Buddhist favor. There are mantra-based meditations, which are more Hindu. Many roads lead to Rome. Yeah. Again, I'm not selling anything here, but you should check it out. You should probably do a bit more of that.
For several years there, when I first joined at Norwood, we had a half an hour's meditation before church, and the only thing we used was a candle, a very high quality candle that had no spluttering or flickering, and it worked like a charm, really. But
well, there's a thought.
Yeah.
There's a thought.
We even have a candle maker amongst our
yes, I think that's right. There's a thought. I've often thought it'd be quite nice just to sit here and, you know, actually do anything. Leave socializing for the hut and just sit here and be quiet. You know, it would be nice.
Rob, I had my prayers answered today because I didn't want to come because I wanted to be quiet.
Ah!
So
Everybody gets something they need. That's terrific.
It's just beautiful. Thank you.
I wrote in my Facebook update a few days ago, I just want some quiet. You know, period. And I've been reading a bit about Thoreau lately and his time in the cabin in the woods. And, you know, you can't help but think of this place. It was half the size of this, but roughly the same kind of layout. Really had the right idea. Well, let's find a moment's silence for a benediction and we'll press ahead. O that which lies beyond the unexplored terrain of ourselves, we seek you. We seek you in our silence. We seek you in the quality of stillness made possible by this refuge we are blessed to share. We seek to better know ourselves. We seek you to more fully know each other. May we, having plumbed this fathomless well, return to our daily charade, refreshed, strengthened, and renewed. Amen. Brian, I imagine, has announcements.
Thank you, Rob, and welcome again, everybody, and a special welcome